Flippy Update.
Do you want fries with that?
That's right, folks. It's time for the Flippy Update. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use talking about Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways that robots are taking over the world and how there's nothing we can do about it. Today's Flippy Update comes from Wired.com. And as you know, folks, during the Flippy Update, we explore the takeover of the robots, not only of society, but our minds, our hearts, our families. Whose jobs are they taking? All of ours eventually. But we tend to think that there is a certain group of people whose jobs are safe. And I would like to explore that during this Flippy Update. It comes from Wired.com. The headline, "Swarms of mini robots could dig the tunnels of the future." Ooh, the future guns. For decades, engineers seeking to build tunnels underground have relied on huge tube-like machines armed with a frightening array of cutting wheels at one end, blades that eat dirt for breakfast. These behemoths, called tunnel boring machines, or TBMs, are expensive and often custom built for each project, as were the TBMs used to excavate a path for London's recently opened Elizabeth Line Railway. The machines deployed on that project weighed over 1,000 tons each and cut tunnels over 7 meters in diameter beneath the UK capital. But British startup Hypertunnel has other ideas. The firm proposes a future in which much smaller, roughly 3-meter long robots shaped like half cylinders zoom about underground via pre-drilled pipes. Okay, first of all, these are not mini robots.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 meters is not mini. That's pretty big.
I don't like the social engineering aspect of this, where they are in this time of double speak and redefining terms and to suit the will of the elite lizard people ruling our hearts and minds. I do not like mini being redefined as 3 meters. What is that? Like 10 feet, 9 feet? Cool mini robot. These pipes, around 250 millimeters, 10 inches in diameter, would follow the outline of the proposed tunnel walls. Once inside them, the bots would use a robotic arm topped with a milling head to penetrate into the surrounding earth and carve out small voids that would then get filled with concrete or some other strong material. Piece by piece like this, the structure of a new tunnel would come together. Quote, "We're talking about thousands of them," says Hypertunnel's director of engineering, Patrick Lane Knott. Quote, "Much like an ant colony or a termite colony works in swarms." Yeah, we understand what a swarm is. Thank you. A video released by the company includes a 3D animation of the robots beavering away on some imagined subterranean structure of gargantuan proportions. Jeez Louise. Now, okay, let me finish this out. But it would be rather like building tunnels in reverse. With a TBM, you first dig the hole and then add supports to the walls to keep the remaining earth surrounding the void at bay. Quote, "The void." Quote, "We put the tunnel in the ground and then we dig the hole," says Lane Knott. "Once the structure has been built, the material filling the tunnel's chamber can be removed." This is some real...
So wait a minute. They're not actually making the tunnel. They're saying the swarm of 3-meter miniature robots is going to basically dig it out, create the structure where then we can come in and build the tunnel.
No, they build the supporting, tube first,
right?
With concrete or whatever. So they build the tube first, and then you come in and dig the dirt out of the already underground tube. I have no idea why this is more efficient.
No, this seems very...
It seems less efficient, but what do I know? I don't know much about tubes.
I don't know much about tubes or digging. I don't know. This is like they're trying to be anti-boring.
Well, they try to explain it here. One advantage of this, he argues, is in using less building material overall. Instead of placing standardized sections of tunnel wall along the entire length of the project, the structure's outer thickness could vary to suit the actual geology and pressures surrounding the tunnel at any given point. Tunneling experts who spoke to Wired agree that the industry is crying out for technological solutions to lower costs. And we're crying out. It can take years to design and build a TBM and then actually build the tunnel with it. And then it goes into examples. Oh, no, here's the example. A suite of new companies promising to shake things up is emerging, from Elon Musk's Boring Company to Hypertunnel, and firms developing new high-temperature methods of blasting through the toughest rocks on Earth. Whoa. So, first of all, Flippy's going underground, baby. This is, what is it called? All domain supremacy. Full spectrum supremacy. We got Flippy's in space. We just covered the Flippy's underwater. We got Flippy's in the burger restaurants and the hospitals. And now we even have Flippy's underground. The robotic arms that are actually doing the digging here. So good job, Flippy. You're going to put Elon Musk out of business with his Boring Company. And I think that's where the real threat is here. Watch out, Elon. The robots are coming for you.
What kind of car? Let me see here. They have a little CGI thing that shows the whole deal. You know, it makes a little more sense when you view it. But yeah, part of this also is, how do we know that Elon doesn't already have this? It feels like Elon front ran a bunch of technology. We didn't do the Chinese full humanoid bot that they released recently, which is very similar to the Tesla bot or whatever he was building. And now we got this tunneling thing that, Elon doesn't talk much about his Boring Company, but
not only does Elon Musk certainly have an army of mini robots that are going to be doing his bidding, almost certainly Elon Musk is a bunch of mini robots in a trench coat pretending to be a human man. So I think it's got to be all part of the plan. Maybe this is some sort of controlled opposition. I think it's funny that this company is called Hypertunnel, and the name of Elon Musk's sort of trophy project with his tunnel company is called the Hyperloop. I think I'm onto you, Elon. I see what's going on.
Either that, or they're trying to make a pitch to Elon to buy the technology, which is probably the other side of it. But
Elon doesn't buy companies except for Tesla.
Yeah. Have you seen the villain from Big Hero 6? He's got those little nanobots that do his bidding. Kind of reminds me. Maybe that's what Elon is. He's got like his little.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nanobots.
I think Elon Musk is a bunch of mini bots that are wearing a trench coat and a hat, and they started doing this so they could get into R-rated movies, but found out that they can also become a billionaire and create a world in which tiny one-armed robots can live in safety and harmony without being, the threat of being, attacked by racists or something.
Well, we need to make sure that we build all kinds of tunnels underground, because we got to make more colliders. We need more, just experiments.
More large hadron colliders.
Yeah, smashing particles, particle accelerators.
Deep underground military bases.
Yeah, and we'll touch on the sinkhole story later, but I think they're already starting to build quite a bit down there, and it's causing some issues up top, and blaming your usual suspects to make excuses for. We'll get to the sinkhole story later on, but I think there's a connection here with swarms of mini robots and the uptick in reporting about sinkholes in recent days. So, yep.
We'll just keep an ear
watch
out, folks. Flippy, he might be above your head. He might be in the lake you're swimming in, and he might also be right beneath the ground that you stand upon.
He's everywhere. Full spectrum dominance.